this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Versatile players on defense are all the rage in the NFL, but it also helps to have a Benardrick McKinney who does one thing very, very well, and that's tackle ball carriers. Big man, big size inside, looks like a defensive end playing inside linebacker, still has the ability to run and cut runners off before they can get downfield.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Play action, now it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. The Patriots send out their punter. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. And this will be taken at the 13. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wait, set, 53!
Check, 41. Tackle.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
They come up in an offset eye.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Hey, 66!
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Brady. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's something about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. This one from 35 yards away.
With no score.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He finds Hopkins complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. He can run for it, and he will.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. This is taken at the 10. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 11. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st down, Patriots.
Wait, that 53. Let's go on. No, 66. Shadow.
On 1st down, Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
Hey, 166.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We ain't beginning to swear you up. Don't get nervous. Check it.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Wide 80.
Check 55, Mike. Come on.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Regular.
From the 16, Brady. This is White on the screen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Brady. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Switch.
From the gun, Brady. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, alert three. And let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Right now I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
25, check time.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're gonna work.
The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On second down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Third down.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, Brady. He's got Sanu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Wait, that 53.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Jacket reload.
First down, here's White. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Michelle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
72.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On 1st down, Michelle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Brady. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He may try and run for this, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set. 19. You ain't got nothing. At 31.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. High. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's got Fuller. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson underneath for Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To the air yet again, Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Got an open man, it's QT. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. On the ground, Michel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. On 2nd down and 4, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's caught. This is White. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Brady going to go on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Brady now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Alert! Watch the curl! Watch the curl!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he gets it to Bolden. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on second down. Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, 53 Linda! Hey, go 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
He's checking. Crash, crash.
Check it.
The toss running left. It's White. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Watson looks to throw again. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 43 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And mean, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it. That makes our score now 22-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Michelle. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Regular.
And it's Michelle once again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here we go. Hey, Alabama.
And they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Houston, good night, everybody.